Hey guys, it's Metro, and today we're going to talk about the most dangerous state on the Appalachian Trail, New York, New York. Stay tuned. Let's keep moving.
It should know we're here. The wind is to our back.
Yep, that's a rattlesnake. Watch your step, guys.
So what do I mean by the most dangerous? Well, New York is only 91.3 miles with 9 shelters and an elevation of only 124 feet up to 1,433 feet. The elevation isn't that crazy. But what do I mean by dangerous? When the rocks get wet, they are extremely dangerous. So as you're leaving New Jersey into New York, especially if it's been raining, be extremely careful. I fell multiple times and ended up breaking my toe, causing me injury that lasted all the way up to Katahdin. So I was injured in this area just simply by slipping and falling on the rocks. So keep an eye out.
All right, guys. We have made it to the New Jersey and New York. New Jersey, New York. Now, New Jersey, buggy, rainy, mess. New York, I hope you have lots of bagels and good times here on the AT. Oh, man. Well, guys, I fell just down that way, a few feet back, 4th time. Even if you're an experienced hiker, you still got to look out. And even if you've been through snow, ice, sleet, all those wonderful things, you can still bust it. Oh, man. That hurts all the way into here.
So if you're new to this channel, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly updates as we provide information on all kinds of great places to hike throughout the Southeast and beyond, as well as gear reviews. So if you're into that kind of stuff, subscribe today and put a comment down below, as I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video.
Whoa. That's kind of scary, man. Whoa. Whoa.
Who doesn't love ice cream? Belleville Farms Creamery provides all kinds of ice cream flavors, but also the opportunity for you to recharge your batteries and fill up your water bottles. Again, water sources are far and few between. They are AT hiker through friendly, so stop in, try some ice cream at Belleville Farms Creamery. Yum, 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 yum.
Should've gone for 3 scoops. Belleville Farms Creamery. Got the Belleville Fog and cow tracks. So mini Reese's, peanuts, whipped cream, cherry. Yum. Well, it looks like they like hikers. I don't know how much juice got into my bricks here, but it looks like we got a little bit. There it is, guys. Belleville Farms Creamery. Has some ice cream, nice little overlook. Now we're going to Mombasa Road. A little bit different than the past couple days. The sun is out. And hopefully all this lichen won't be so slippery.
So as you cross into New York, you're going to come into Harriman State Park, which is the second largest state park in New York, followed by Bear Mountain State Park.
So we just crossed into Harriman State Park, crossing over this major highway. It's a cool bridge. Whoa.
In Harriman, you're going to reach the Lemon Squeezer, which is an incredibly cool spot to check out. Some very narrow rocks to wiggle through, but you do have to do some rock scrambling in this area. So be extremely careful because we almost fell, and if you would fall in this area, that would be devastating. So again, kind of dangerous in a couple areas in Harriman State Park. Keep an eye out.
I've been squeezed.
So in case you missed that, guys, that is a lemon squeezer back there. Very difficult to get through, especially if you're trying to hold your phone or anything stupid like that. I'd say that's probably one of the most dangerous parts so far, especially since you are not really in a spot where if you mess up, you're definitely gonna fall, so be careful.
These are wonderful areas, but keep an eye out because there are lots of bears in this area. Not only are lots of bears, but rattlesnakes and all kinds of animals you will see in this area. So keep your eyes open. It can be kind of dangerous out there.
That one's much smaller than the one we saw in Virginia. It should know we're here. The wind is to our back.
Yep, that's a rattlesnake. Watch your step, guys. So we've made it to the shelter area. This will be the very first shelter we've been to in New York. Passed by another one, but it was way off the beaten path. So it'll be interesting to see how these shelters look in New York. All right, I had a little snack here at the Fingerboard Shelter in New York. Again, this is the first shelter I've seen in New York. Pretty impressive. Has 2 fireplaces in it. Not sure if you're supposed to have fires at all inside of a state park, but it looks like they have had fires there. Lots of interesting graffiti. Anyway, back on the trail. Let's keep moving. What a beautiful area, guys. I'm telling you, it's just an incredible state park. Harriman. It's Lake Tiorati. Lake Tiorati. But it's closed. Why is it closed? I want to go swimming. All right, guys, we might get a nice little view here if we look carefully out here on this ledge. Out here in New York, baby. Now you're in New York. Well, if you guys can see out there, I don't know, let me zoom in a little bit. You might be able to see the Hudson River. There you go. And if it was a clearer day, you would be able to see New York City from this point. But what a view, guys. What a beautiful day. A little hazy, but that's all right. And again, that's the Hudson River. Today, we'll also be crossing the lowest point on the Appalachian Trail.
In terms of milestones, you're going to hit mile 1400. With less than 799 miles to go, it's an incredible feeling to hit these 100-mile markers. And in New York, mile 1400, if you're a no-bo, you'll hit this and it feels great. Guys, we have made it to mile marker 1400. There was no sign down here, so Alpha Gal and I created this lovely new sign for all the passerbyers. So if you see this sign, this guy and this guy just created it. Mile marker 1400. Let's keep moving.
All right, look at this, guys. Joseph. His name is Patty Bumpo. I hope this finds you well. Take what you need and want. Please leave the can where you found it. I'll pack up in a day or two. He came out here on the 10th, so it's been out here for 2 days. Thank you. I'll put my trail name on there, but it is Metro. Okay.
So fun fact about New York. Did you know that New York, in fact, in Bear Mountain State Park, was the first section of the Appalachian Trail was constructed in 1923. So if you're looking for a little bit of history, this area is full of it. Again, the very first section was built in Bear Mountain State Park in 1923. So lots of history to be seen, so keep an eye open.
So we are heading up Bear Mountain. All right, we have made it to the false summit of Bear Mountain. We call it Bear Mountain because of all these footprints the bears made roaming around the top. We've seen rattlesnakes today, saw a bear yesterday, even got trail magic. Thank you so much for that. That was incredible.
On top of Bear Mountain, there's actually a monument that you can go to the top and get an incredible view of all the landscape that surrounds from a 360 panel view.
This place used to be the bee's knees, man. Bear Mountain.
So after you leave the Bear Mountain Monument, coming down the mountain, at the base there is a guest center for you to resupply and, I guess, recharge your batteries, for lack of better words. Fill up your water because there are only a few areas that are far and few between to access clean water.
Got myself a Coca-Cola. Dude! Now I'm back on the 8C. Playing on the river, on the creek.
Right after you leave the guest center, you're going to enter into the Bear Mountain Zoo. The Bear Mountain Zoo is full of animals and plants and things of that nature that are all found on the Appalachian Trail. So for visitors that are just getting acclimated with the Appalachian Trail, this area provides a lot of information on what to expect on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay guys, I thought I had seen it all. Actually, I heard about this place, but I've never been here before. There's actually a zoo right here on the Appalachian Trail. So let's go ahead and explore it and see what we find. What animals are inside? I have no idea. My first time ever. Let's keep moving. So what kind of animals will you find? Well, it's to acquaint you with the native plant and animal life, to stimulate, to create, to help, encourage, and provide. No monkeys. All right, so Walt Whitman, Mary Harriman made this possible. This guy. Walk in the woods. All right, so there's supposed to be a bobcat here. It's hot though. No bobcat. Porcupine's tired. Hey, buddy. Hello, fox. Hey, fox. My little nibble. Hey there, Bubbo. Oh, man.
Now, just outside of the Bear Mountain Zoo, you'll be crossing the Hudson River, the Bear Mountain Bridge. So just past the Bear Mountain Zoo and Museum, you're going to cross the Bear Mountain Bridge. This is going to provide you an excellent view of the Hudson River and all of the landscape in the surrounding areas. So you're on the trail, you're going to cross it anyway, but it is not for those that are afraid of heights. In fact, crossing over this bridge can be kind of intimidating.
Guys, I'm telling you what, if you are afraid of heights, walking across this bridge is something else. But we just went through the zoo, saw a bunch of native animals and plants, no giraffes, no monkeys, none of that crazy stuff. But there was bears and beavers and such. We saw possums, no possums, turkeys, bobcats, you know, things like that. Anyway, so we are crossing the bridge. We are almost done for our day. We did about 14 miles or so.
So there is a lot of great food in New York. Pizzas, sandwiches, you name it. So deli blazing, just off the trail, lots of great things to eat. I, myself, love pastrami on rye. So I stopped in at every sandwich shop I possibly could and got myself exactly that. A pastrami and rye. Yeah, let's go.
I think now that we're out of the park, it's like sort of open.
All right, guys, hiking through this field here. Whoa, I just stepped. The next step's a doozy. Looks like they got sandwiches. What kind of sandwich you gonna get? I don't know. I think I want pastrami and rye. That's what I want. Pastrami and rye. Got a pastrami and rye. A little Swiss cheese.
White rye.
Yeah. Yum, yum.
Now, I know I've said this before in most of my videos, but in New York, there are tons of grassy areas, high grassy areas specifically. And there are signs everywhere that warn hikers that Lyme disease is rampant. So please, please, please treat your gear. Otherwise, you might be a victim of a tick bite, and that might lead to Lyme disease or other things like alpha-gal. So always treat your gear, especially as it gets warmer or as you're crossing into areas with high grass. Always, always treat your gear.
This grass is getting tall, guys. Make sure you wear your bug spray, especially tick repellent. Oh my God. But it looks like we're getting a little view here. Don't want to take my eyes off the trail too much. Broke my toe the other day, so I'm still kind of hurting. But yeah, a little bit of a view. These boards never get old. It's so awesome just walking through these marshes, or bogs, dragonflies, skunk cabbage, the different flowers, honeysuckles, and rocks. There's a friendly notice that 4 bears live in the Taconic region. 4 bears live here, be careful.
Trail magic or trail tragic? What do we mean by that? Maybe it's hobo magic.
Oh, that is trail tragic.
Trail trash. That's hobo magic. Hobo magic.
Hobo magic. Oh, toast, dude. It's empty.
So in New York, you must camp in designated areas. This is just how it goes, like it is in New Jersey. Because of how many people live in this area, they're simply trying to protect the area, but also keep you safe. So follow the rules. Do not stealth camp and camp in designated areas in New York.
Hold on, what?
The AT hiker campsite is actually in this field over here.
Oh.
Not in this field where the porta potties are. Interesting.
There's a porta potty?
They're up the left over there.
Oh man, guess what? I'm about to make a deposit.
Ring, 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 ring. Did you hear that? Someone calling? Ring, ring. Is that the telephone? The telephone of the wind?
So I heard a ringing in the distance. John explained to me is the telephone of the wind. Though I've lost you, I can hear your voice in the silent echoes of your absence. You speak to me through the rusting leaves, whistling wind and bowing branches. Though I've lost you, I feel you here in this shrine of trees in nature's sanctuary. The telephone is for all who grieve. You're welcome to find solace here. Hello? It amazes me that the mountain laurel is still out, right? We're in the middle of June right now. Going through the green tunnel in New York in the rain. But again, every day is an adventure out here on the Appalachian Trail to some capacity. The challenges kind of make it more interesting. But this is actually a nice level area. All right, guys, it looks like we have reached another high point on the Appalachian Trail. Here's this marker, 9/11. What have you guys? Even though it's raining outside, I'll take it. A nice little snack here. Had some tortillas, some string cheese, pepperoni. Had some Nutter Butters. Oh man, it was great. Good times.
The AT train station. Did you know New York is the only state on the Appalachian Trail that has public transportation that leads directly to New York City, all the way up to the Appalachian Trail on the border right around where Connecticut is. So if you're looking to get access into New York and see the sights, check out the AT train station.
Well, that's it, guys. This is the train station. As you can see, leads to New York. New York, New York. We're not going that way. We're leaving New York.
So before you get to the A2 train station and also past this area, you're going to hit a number of boardwalks through extremely muddy areas. So be prepared for that. Again, only being able to camp in designated areas, make sure you check out places like the RPH shelter or other structures along the way to camp and to recharge. Only camp in designated areas.
This number, 760 to go. Are you kidding me? Springer Mountain, 1424.9. I don't know how old the sign is. I think it's a little bit dated. But the Connecticut state line is 26.8. We're almost out of New York. That is just so crazy. So here we are. RPH, or Ralph's Peak Hiker's Cabin. It actually has a door on it. And some water and chairs. And a lounge chair. Wow, and a window? What is this? A window? Oh man. What do we got here? What do we got here? Someone in here?
A couple people.
Oh, there's a pup-pup. Hello guys. We are in the mud bog. We've been on these boards for at least a quarter mile now. Maybe an eighth of a mile, but they extend for a long way. If you just look over the side, you can see, whoa, there you go again, teeter-tottering. Lots of mud in these areas. In fact, I'm very curious to see how much mud we get into when we get to Vermont. These are the mud bogs just trying to get to this area. I mean, look, we've been walking forever. They just keep going and going and going. It's pretty impressive. Another thing that's impressive is Someone had to carry all these boards up here. Could you imagine? I mean, we've been hiking probably about a couple miles already. But thank you to the trail maintainers, doing a great job out here. Definitely appreciate it, so we're not having to truck through the mud. Tent platform over there. Oh, this is an old school bad boy. Look at this. Wow.
So there it is. Just in front of us was the gateway to New England, the Connecticut state line. It felt so great to be out of New York and into a new state, especially as we are been moving through these states a lot quicker. It was great to see that state line and move forward.
Look at this, guys. We have made it to Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut.
So if you found any value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and send me your comments as I do respond. As always, thanks for watching, but until next time, let's keep moving.